Wait here. We need to make sure it's safe.
We are stronger together. Support each other. And fight as one. Begin the advance.
What could possibly drive you to charge so recklessly into the fray?
Got this.
The curtain draws.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yes! Yes!
I can't lose!
Take this!
Here! That's it!
The enemy officer has been defeated. This territory is ours.
Let's go. Let's go.
Give them hell!
This territory, the enemy officer has been defeated.
Perfect timing. I was looking for an opportunity to test my new tactics.
Whoa, take this.
That's it!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Hold the advance! I'll observe the enemy from this vantage point.
This territory is ours.
We're evenly matched. Still, keep your guard up.
Take this.
Halt! We must assess the situation.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
We should hold here.
Halt! We must assess the situation.
Halt! We wait here for now.
Let's go. Let's go. Take this.
Looking rough. An unprepared charge into enemy ranks will be the end of you.
Now's the time!
Take this.
Let's give it to them.
Take this. Looking rough.
This territory, the enemy officer has been defeated.
Let's go. Take this. I've been waiting for this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Got you. Take this. Take this.
Go on. The time to attack has arrived. Prepare for battle. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Can't believe this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
You are a true warrior of the Three Kingdoms.
Take this. Let's go. Time to attack.
Time to launch our attack is at hand. Everyone, lend me your strength.
Let's go.
Attack.
Coming at you. I'm getting pumped up.
We ain't losing to anyone.
Looking rough. Concentrate. With all my might.
Can't believe this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Take this. Take this. Take this.
We fight.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Take this. Looking rough. All my might.
The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer
Retreat for
has
now.
been defeated.
Rest
Our
assured,
enemies fell
payback
to my
awaits.
incredible might.
We fight.
You've done very well. It's good to know I can count on you.
Should be good.
Take this.
Finish it! Time to act. Finish it! This is a ferocious tune.
How could I?
The enemy officer has been defeated.
I cannot fail. For the sake of those who believe in me.
Looks like Lord Zhao Yu's been... So Lord Sun Quan's leader? Well...
Wu has overcome every crisis until this point. Do you think this deployment is daring enough to defeat Cao Cao's divisions?
Of course.
Do you remember that day, when I came to you unannounced to ask you to take the future of the Sun Clan into your hands? I see. I suppose it would be too selfish of me to ask you to forget it. I must admit that at the time I had lost all sense of dignity. Just when I thought I had seen enough battles to be able to pick out a novice by the way his weapon shakes in his hands, there I was. I had assumed that there was no youth left in this haggard body, but in that moment, I glimpsed it well. And how do you feel about all of this? Everything that's happened since joining us in service of the Sun family? Then I will make no apologies. If it brought you to our side, then even bowing my head to you was well worth the effort. Lord Sun Quan has succeeded Lord Sun Ca as the head of the Sun family. I do not doubt the talents of Lord Sun Quan, even though he has become a leader at such a young age. Truth be told, he has attracted many new talented people to his side. With such a momentum, they are sure to become a nigh unstoppable force to be reckoned with across the land. My role in this is to keep Lord Sun Quan and his young acolytes from letting all that power go to their heads. We cannot let a tragedy like the one that befell Lord Sun Ca happen again. And I care not if people say I'm out to spoil the mood. I will carry out my duty. You're going to be there watching me give the youngsters a hard time with my veins popping out of my head. You'd enjoy that, I'm sure. I have my principles, so I care not one bit what the young ones think about me. But I must also admit that having someone to talk to like this brings me great comfort. And I wouldn't want to get that from anyone but you. These quiet moments we have together are what keep me going. It is my hope that you feel the same.
The honorable warrior is still with us. I couldn't ask for a better officer.
Being able to fight alongside famous officers and generals, it's truly...
I wonder just how he...
We need you to join the attack on Lujiang as well.
We don't expect it to be an especially difficult battle, but if we don't deal with this properly, these fights could continue long into the future. Ever since Sun Ce died, fear has been brewing throughout the kingdom, and even within our own ranks. The rebellion in Lujiang is being fueled by Cao Cao's meddling. But it never would have happened under Sun Ce's leadership. We must put out this fire before it spreads any further. The future of Wu is at stake. I admit, my duties have been piling up quite rapidly, but I shall never grow tired of supporting our Lord in his time of need. Lord Sun Quan is a fine leader of the House of Sun in his own right. While he may not have the bravery of Sun Ce, he is both wise and decisive. It seems he is stumbling under the weight of his new responsibilities at the moment, but I know he will stand strong and become a pillar for Wu. What purpose does a subject have without faith in his leader? That is the way I see it.
It is indeed very unfortunate that he lost both his father and a brother, but he cannot expect to lead if he continues to be so timid.
Lord Zhengzhou, you may wish to speak a bit more softly.
I must speak loudly if I am to be heard.
If you doubt our leader's ability, you should close your mouth and raise your banner in revolt. That's what I would do.
If you lack the conviction to challenge him, keep it to yourself, Zhengzhou. Nothing's more useless than a retainer who offers only compliments.
I did not intend to sow doubt. But as it stands, Lord Sun Quan is the leader of a kingdom. If he doesn't get a hold of himself soon, there will be trouble. Hopefully, the next battle will be a turning point for him.
Despite what he says, I get the feeling that Chang Chao is more worried about Lord Sun Quan than any of us.
Yes, true loyalty can be a difficult thing to perceive. Be that as it may, we are only officers in the House of Sun. It is not our duty to meddle in our leader's personal affairs.
Very true. There are some things that Lord Sun Quan must face himself. For now, we should keep our thoughts to ourselves and prepare for battle. That is the best way to express our devotion to our Lord.
Lord Han Dong does...
Everyone is uneasy after what happened to my brother. It's times like these that I need to hold my head up high. I know very well that neither he nor father would ever give up and lose heart. I'll be fine. Besides, there is no way a daughter of the Sun clan could ever avert her eyes from our troubles. Both my father and Suo would valiantly lead our forces into battle to claim victory with their own hands, surviving the world at its worst. That is what brought our people under their command. simply being born into the Sun Clan is not enough to earn their respect. The leader of the Sun Clan must prove their strength. And right now, our leader, my brother Chuen, is struggling. This means that I will have to lead our troops into battle in his place. In times of trouble, family is the one thing we can always rely on. I'm really going to have to be at my best.
Lord Sun Quan, you look rather discouraged.
Oh, Taishitsu. The moment word of my brother's death began to spread, a rebellion broke out. Even my inner circle has begun to lose faith in me. I'm sick of constantly being reminded of my own inadequacy. If only I were more like my brother, then I would be able to quell their fears.
Lord Sun Sua certainly was capable of that. He was a great man. Perhaps that is the best way to describe him.
I have to win our next battle to prove my strength. If I am unable to do that, the Warriors of Wu will never accept me as their leader. That duty is weighing very heavily on my shoulders. Now I understand the burden that my brother and father had to bear.
If I may, Lord Sun Quan. There are men under my command who know only of horses, and others who do nothing but read. Some can barely hold a sword. And yet, they are all excellent soldiers, with skills that can be put to great use in battle. Each of them is invaluable in their own way. The same principles applies to the differences between you and Lord Sun Sua. You cannot become Lord Sun Sua no matter how hard you try, so you should do things your own way, to reveal your true strengths and abilities. What we as subjects want is not the man that Lord Sun Sua was. We simply want a leader that is worthy of our loyalty and service. Perhaps I've said too much. I will leave you now, my lord.
My own strengths. You have your own strengths and skills. You were right, brother.
Looks like Lord JJYU is busier than ever. I sure hope he's not tiring himself out.
Another fight? Then it won't be long.
Is this really a battle we can win? If Lord Sun Jian and Lord Sun Shi were here, they would be on the front lines themselves, leading us all to victory. But Lord Sun Chen has promised nothing more than to guard our backs. That may be a wise decision as a commander, but will the soldiers of Wu accept it?
I wonder. Lord Sun Quan, many of our men have expressed their dissatisfaction with our strategy for the next battle. They are wondering if the leadership of the Sun clan plans to sit back and watch as they risk their lives fighting.
I suppose I cannot avoid such doubts, but I devised this plan personally, after much consideration.
And I will be leading our troops into battle myself. I am a lady of the House of Sun. I will not be accused of inaction in the face of danger. My brother will be watching over us all as our commander. His role will be to keep a close eye on our situation in battle.
No amount of explaining will put everyone's mind at ease. I am who I am. I will never replace my father or my brother in the way you all expect. So, I will have to prove my strength with my own actions and achievements. I want you to trust me just this once. I swear that I will lead you to victory in this battle.
Well then, let us see what you can do.
Let's begin.
Listen up, everyone. Hi.
Now then. My wisdom shall bring victory to us all.
Don't let me down now. The death of my brother has shaken the foundations of the kingdom. That is why now, more than ever, we must put down this rebellion. I will need help from all of you to make things right. Rest assured that I too will be doing all in my power to fulfill my duty to you.
Let's go.
I'll lead the charge. Everyone, follow me.
So, how exactly are we going to win this? I can't wait to see how this one plays out.
Charging at the enemy's front line head-on is the kind of fighting the Sun family is known for. But she really takes it a bit too far.
An opening.
Yes, honor.
Good eye.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
All right, they're through. Close the gate.
They blocked the path behind us. Looks like they're trying to divide our forces.
This is a little unsettling, but we can't let fear bind us. For now, we need to face forward and
This
keep going.
territory is ours.
There they are, just as we planned. Now let your arrows fall upon them like rain.
An opening.
Cutting off our retreat so they can pick us off from afar. So this was their plan.
Take that. An opening.
We
The enemy
don't have to
officer
sit here and wait for them
has
to
been
shoot
defeated.
us. Everyone, charge forth without fear. Don't be cowed by the enemy.
Take that.
It looks like our siege battalion has encountered enemy resistance. We must break through enemy lines and rush to their aid.
Forward march.
Take this.
Looking rough.
Impressive, as always.
The enemy officer.
There's a lot I can learn from you.
So soon, I couldn't fulfill my duty.
The arrows have stopped? This must be my brother's doing.
Lord Sun Quan
The enemy
has saved
officer
us.
has been
Once
defeated.
again,
This will
he
do
has
it.
read the battlefield accurately.
Commence the advance!
Take this.
I see a chance to advance here. Now, onward! Start the advance!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
If someone doesn't get here fast, we're done for.
You knew just when to come to my aid. I was never worried that you wouldn't. Not in the least.
Tables turned.
Pitiful situation.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Concentrate.
This is a ferocious tune indeed.
The enemy officer has been defeated. This territory is ours.
Take that. An opening. Let's go.
It seems this gate is closed tight. Looks like we're going to have to bust in with a ram.
We're going to take control of each critical location as planned. We have to establish a foothold for the siege. Begin the advance.
Take this. An opening.
Superb. The
You
enemy
never
officer
fail to impress me with
has
your
been
feats.
defeated.
This path leads behind the castle. If we keep going this way...
Yes, we can attack the enemy from behind. Let us attack the castle separately from the rest of our forces. Commence the advance!
opening. Take this.
Is this the end?
The enemy officer has been defeated.
I am glad you're here. I was actually getting a little anxious.
Take that.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Our momentum has returned.
The enemy officer
Now to make use
has
of
been
it.
defeated. The enemy is
This
strong.
territory, things might get tough.
We have our foothold, but there are still too many enemy soldiers. If we brought out the ram now, they'll destroy it easily. What we need to do now is keep taking the enemy's strongholds. We have to reduce their numbers to ensure the safety of this area.
So you rats are trying to get inside this way too? So predictable. Reporting! There's fierce fighting brewing on the eastern side of the battlefield. Take that.
Musou, see that? I decided to join the siege. I'll draw the enemy to me, while the ram is prepared.
And you will be sending the current siege battalion to the east. I think you've made the right choice.
Forward march! Take that. You really think that's enough to stop us? All that's left is to scatter the enemies blocking our path.
Everyone listen!
The enemy
As
officer
of now,
has been
I am
defeated.
taking over the siege. I want you all to march east.
This territory
Join forces with
is
our allies
ours.
there.
Let's go.
To attack the enemy from behind.
Brother, we shall do as you say and press onward. We trust your judgment. Begin the advance.
The battle is more intense than I anticipated. I will continue to fight without complaint.
This is not working out.
The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Insufficient for a comeback.
What would Sun Tzu have done in this situation? He probably would have gone east, perhaps even alone. But Lord Sun Quan is different. He consulted with others and made a prudent decision. He values the lives of his people and does all he can to keep them safe. That is what makes him fit to rule our kingdom.
All right, let's start getting the ram ready. We'll stand our ground here and keep the enemy at bay.
Take this.
The enemy
Just in
officer
time.
has
We're
been
about to
defeated.
begin the counterattack.
Needing to come to my aid. I guess it's an acceptable situation.
All right. Waiting for this.
The ram looks ready.
The enemy officer
We await
has been
your
defeated.
orders.
Take that.
Now is the time to break down the castle gates and finish this fight. Charge!
They're up to something. Not on my watch.
An opening. Time to act.
This is a ferocious tune indeed.
Take that. An opening.
I shan't disappoint you. Take this! Take this! Take this! The time is right. This land, proper strategy can overcome any obstacle. I believe in you.
Onward is one. Let's go.
I have defeated the enemy officer.
Things have taken a turn for the worse. I must think of something quickly.
Slay as many officers as necessary.
You've rushed in at my time of need. I shall never forget this.
Our hard work has borne fruit. We've got the upper hand now.
Take this! The end is here! Let's get serious.
An opening!
I can't believe this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Take that!
I can't believe this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
This is a ferocious tune indeed.
No! I have defeated an enemy officer. Take that! This area is now under my control.
Your deeds exceed my imagination.
The enemy officer
Truly a
has been
dependable
defeated.
ally.
Take that! An opening!
Almost at our limits.
An opening! Take that! Yeah, take that! An opening!
This territory is ours.
Take that! An opening! Let's go!
I have defeated the enemy officer.
Yes! Yes!
Bring him down.
I knew you would come.
How could I?
The enemy officer has been defeated.
An opening!
Pitiful situation.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Take that! An opening! 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 Take that! An opening!
Exquisite. Exceptional. You're a true warrior of the Three Kingdoms.
Take that! An opening! Take that! An opening! Take that! An opening! Take that! An opening!
This territory, the enemy officer has been defeated.
Be grateful that I will be the one to bring you down.
An opening!
Taste destruction! I'll give you the honor of it.
destruction! An opening! An opening! Let's end this! Did I think this...
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Prepare yourself!
Counting on me.
An opening! Amazing!
The enemy officer has
Not
been
without
defeated.
you. An opening! Take that! An opening! Nice. Got this! Take that!
You've accomplished more than I could have hoped. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Let's go! What? The back gate has been breached! How? We had countermeasures in place! Coming in through the front gate! If we don't stop them...
I've been bested.
Take this. The enemy officer has been
Now
defeated.
onwards to victory.
Get on! Take that! An opening!
Looking rough.
Can't believe
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Take this! Let's go!
We shall serve as backup.
Let's go!
Proper strategy is the quickest way to victory.
My strength was not enough.
Xuan, how did a fledgling like you outsmart me?
You're right. I am just a fledgling. That's why you need to remember this. Today, we were defeated not by me, but by the kingdom of Wu. And all the hopes and bonds of its people.
An opening! Let's get serious. An opening. There we go. Take that. Got this. You're outshining everyone else.
The enemy officer
I must
has been
study
defeated.
and learn your ways.
Let's go.
Here we go.
Now that you are here, things do not seem so bad. The enemy officer has been defeated.
I have defeated an enemy officer.
Counting on you.
Time for a good old fight. Get ready.
Here we go. Time to end this. Just one blow. See?
Baked attack. Looking
officer has been defeated. Take this. Attack. Take this. All right. You won't soon forget this. Take this. Yep. Got you. Tables turned. Take this. This territory is ours. The enemy officer has been defeated.
So I failed. We'll bolster your forces.
We did it. Thanks, everyone. Father. Brother. I think I can see it now. The kingdom that I must create.
Let's go!
Listen up, everyone. As you all know, I do not have the skill in battle or the mind for strategy that made you respect my brother and my father. I don't have the strength or the courage to lead the charge, sword in hand, to clear our path forward myself. However, I have my own way of fighting, and that is what will allow me to lead you all to victory. Our path forward will not open before a single hero leading the charge. It will be the combined strength of all who reside in the kingdom of U. That incredible force will carry us into a glorious new future. That is how U will fight together and thrive together from now on.
There are those who fight boldly on the front lines, and those who valiantly guard our backs. We cannot win if either force is missing. You will all come to understand that very clearly in this battle.
In this kingdom, and in this army, no one is without a purpose. Each and every one of you is irreplaceable, like family. I trust that everyone will contribute to U in their own unique way. Please, all of you, lend me your strength.
Are you seeing this, my friend? Your little brother might just achieve even greater things than you did.
The battle to restore order in Luqiang ended very favorably.
It was all thanks to Lord Sun Quan discovering his own strengths. He has brought our forces closer together than ever before. And I'm sure this will help to crush the ambitions of those who are looking to stir up trouble in the kingdom.
You still have Cao Cao's meddling to contend with, but this is wonderful news.
Quite. And it certainly doesn't hurt to have a steady flow of incoming talent like yourself.
Oh, I wouldn't consider myself talented. I still have much to learn, which I plan to remedy with rigorous study.
That's what I'd like to hear. The future of Wu is secure with you, Wei Meng. Now, about our next battle.
I think with the momentum we have now, the time is right. We should march on Jing and avenge Lord Sun Jian by defeating Huangzu. If we can all rally behind the same goal and unite as one to achieve it, our bonds with each other will grow even stronger.
There are certainly many among us who desire revenge on him. Whatever the case, we cannot take this plan any further on our own. We should first ask Lord Sun Quan for his judgment on the matter.
They want to take down Huangzu.
It's just an idea being discussed for now. I figured this would be a good time to hear everyone's thoughts on the matter.
Not even Lord Sun Ce was able to avenge the death of Lord Sun Jian. We're certainly able and willing to do it now, but...
Is there something worrying you, Father?
No, I just thought it was a bit too soon to stir up trouble. But if this is what Lord Sun Quan desires, then we will respect his wishes.
I too agree with the decision to attack Huangzu. I imagine that Lord Sun Quan also wishes to claim Jing for himself before Cao Cao is able to get his hands on it. But avenging one's father is a very noble pursuit in and of itself. Succeeding will likely earn Lord Sun Quan a great deal of renown.
Ling Cao, you have been blessed with a very bright son. I envy you. Ling Tong, I'm sure you'll grow into an indispensable officer for Wu. I hope to see great things from you. And with that, I will take my leave. I still need to discuss this with everyone else.
Ling Tong, I don't want to see you letting all that praise go to your head. You must always act with awareness of your own standing. We will do all that is necessary in the service of the House of Sun. That is our duty. Never forget that.
You don't need to tell me these things, Father. I'm not a child anymore.
They say Lord Huanggai is close to the Shan Yue. Rumor is that they're a rough bunch, though.
Good to have you.
It seemed like Lord Sun Ce really would live up to the nickname Little Conqueror. But now... They say Lord Huangai.
Oh. That's a help.
Another fight? Then it won't be long before the base at Chai Song.
I see you've been working hard. Thank you for coming. There's something I'd like to talk with you about. Sorry to worry you. I was thinking back on that battle in Lujiang. Up until then, I really thought I had been doing my best, but it was during that battle that I began truly pushing myself. I wanted to prove to you that you can rely on me. I can see why you might say that, but I'm not about to casually throw my life away or anything like that. As the daughter of a military family, I have a duty to make it out of battle alive. For my life is not strictly just my own. Should I die, so many would grieve. My brother, our generals, the soldiers? I'll keep that in mind as I fight. By showing my own resolve, I believe I can inspire my comrades. My father and brother did the same as they fought through all those battles. I'm starting to feel, at last, that I'm a worthy member of our military family. But I'm not sure if I'll be able to shoulder the responsibility. Continuing to fight is something that requires immense courage. And besides, the real fight is still before us. So, what I really want to say is, would you remain by my side? I want you to share your courage with me. The courage that allows you to stay strong and keep fighting, no matter what. Thanks. I'm finally past the point of simply trying to catch up to you. As long as you're there, I can stand tall without hesitation. I can shine out there on the battlefield. So, keep an eye on me out there, okay? Don't look away, even for a second.
It seemed like Lord Sun Ce really was...